Now come to the case 2. Case 2. Second case. Factorizing. Factorizing a quadratic polynomial which is not monic. In case 1, we have factorized a monic quadratic polynomial by splitting the middle term method, by using splitting the middle term method. Here also we use the same method, splitting the middle term method, but a small change is here. Listen carefully, my dear children, concentrate here. Listen the steps to be followed. What are the steps to be followed to factorize a quadratic polynomial which is not monic by using splitting the middle term method? Okay, my dear children, are you ready? Yes. Factorize 6x square plus 17x plus 5. Is it a monic quadratic polynomial? No. How do you say this is not a monic quadratic polynomial? Because here x square coefficient is 6. When a quadratic polynomial is said to be monic quadratic polynomial, if the coefficient of x square is 1, but here coefficient of x square is 6. That is why this quadratic polynomial is not a monic quadratic polynomial. Now we are going to factorize by using the splitting the middle term method. Okay, my dear children, are you ready to listen? Yes. See the solution: 6x square plus 17x plus 5. Here also we arrange the terms in the standard form. We write the given quadratic polynomial in the standard form. In the standard form means first we write x square term, after that x term, and last constant term. Okay, my dear children? Right. After that, what I said, first we have to focus. We have to concentrate on the sign of the constant term. What is the sign here? Constant term is 5. What is the sign of constant 5 here? Plus. So plus, I wrote that one plus. So it helps a lot in splitting the middle term. Okay, my dear children. Plus means what should we do? Addition. Minus means we have to subtract. In the previous example, we subtracted to split the middle term. Understood, my dear children? Right. Now, in the previous example, we have taken directly constant term, but here it is not a monic quadratic polynomial. In this case, we have to find out the value of coefficient of x square into constant. We have to find the value of this product. Understood, my dear children? What is the coefficient of x square here? 6. So 6 into, what is the constant here? 5. Ignore sign. Ignore the sign of constant. 5. Directly take 5. Even there is a minus, don't take here minus. Only 5. Understood this point, my dear children? Right. So 6 into 5. What you get here? 30. Now, after getting this product, we got 30. We have to write this product as a product of two numbers as many ways as possible. So here 30 can be written as 1 into 30, or 2 into 15, or 3 into 10, or 5 into 6. Out of these 4 cases, which case is suitable for us to split the middle term? Check, let us check here. Come to the middle term. What is here? Middle term is 17. Ignore positive or negative. Ignore it. 17. Okay, my dear children. So, what is said here? Plus means we have to add these two factors. 1 plus 30. What do you get here? 31. So, this case is not useful. This case is not useful for us to split the middle term. See second one, 2 plus 15. 2 plus 15. What will you get here? 17. This case is useful for us. The two factors are useful for us. Suppose let us take their third one also. 3 plus 10, what will you get here? 13. So here these two numbers are also not useful for us to split the middle term. And last, 5 plus 6, what will you get here? 11. So these two numbers also not useful for us to split the middle term. Only these two factors, only these two numbers, because here 17 is there, here also we got 17. So the two numbers are very useful to split the middle term. Like this, we have to identify which factors are useful, which two numbers are useful for us to split the middle term. Here these two numbers are useful to split the middle term. Understood, my children? So by using these two numbers, we split the middle term. We write here also first term and last term as it is. It means we write x square term and constant term as it is. Just we are splitting the middle term, that is x term. So keep plus as it is. What I said, big number plus small number. 15x plus 2x. If you simplify these two terms, what will you get? 15 plus 2, 17. Again we get the same term. But for our convenient, for this splitting the middle term method, we have to write the middle term as sum of these two terms, 15x plus 2x. Understood, my dear children? Right. After that, again we follow as it is steps. Distributive property. First write 6x square plus into 15x, you get plus 15x, plus into plus 2x only, plus 5. Understood this step, my children? Right. In this step, you definitely get 4 terms. You definitely get how many terms? 4 terms. See, first term is 6x square, second term is 15x, third term is plus 2x, and the fourth term is plus 5. I wrote the 4 terms one by one here. 6x square, 15x, 2x, 5. Understood this step, my dear children? In rough work, I am doing this part. 6x square, we have to write here numbers as a product of prime numbers. We have to write here numerical values as a product of prime numbers. So here 2 is a prime number, 3 is also prime number. So 2 3s. We can write 6 as 2 into 3, not 1 into 6. We should not use that one because 6 is not a prime number. Understood, my dear children? We have to write here numerical values as a product of prime numbers. Understood this point, my dear children? Remember this point. So 2 into 3, x square can be written as x into x. Understood this part, my dear children? I wrote first term as 2 into 3 into x into x. 4 factors. Understood this part, my dear children? Right. Now come to the second term, 15x. Here 15 can be written as 3 into 5. Don't write 1 into 15 because 15 is a composite number. It is not a prime number. What I said here, you should write all these numbers as a product of prime numbers. Okay, my dear children? So this 15 can be written as 3 into 5 into x. Understood these 3 factors, my dear children? For the second term, we wrote 3 factors. 3 is one factor, 5 is another factor, and x is another factor. Understood this part, my dear children? Right. Now come to the third term, that is 2x. How can you write here 2 into x? 2 is a prime number, so we can write 2 as it is into x. After that, last 5 is equal to 5 can be written as 5 into 1. Understood this part, my dear children? Right. Now from the first 2 terms, what I said, we follow the same set as we did in the previous examples. We had to take out the common factor. Here if you observe, 3 is common factor and x is also common factor. It means 3x. From these 2 terms we can take it out, 3x a common factor. So I wrote here 3x. Understood this part, my dear children? So 3x, after deleting this part, what is left here? 2x. 2 into x is there. So I wrote here 2x as the first term in the brackets. Plus, because plus sign is there, so plus 5 here left. After take it out, common factor 3x. 5 is left. So plus 5 I wrote here. Understood this, my dear children? First term. Next, plus here from these two terms we can't take any common factor. In that case, we can write 1 is a common factor. 1 is a common factor. So if you take one common factor, here 2x as it is, 2 into x, we can write it as it is, plus 5 into 1, 5 only. Understood this is second term, my dear children? This is the first term and this is the second term. Here actually 4 terms are there. We wrote 4 terms as 2 terms like this. Understood this part, my dear children? Right. Again, if you observe, in these 2 terms, 2x plus 5 is a common factor. What is the common factor here? 2x plus 5 is the common factor. So, I wrote this common factor out. Take it out. 2x plus 5 is a common factor. Into, what is left here? 3x. Here, what is left here? Plus 1. Close the brackets. So, 2x plus 5 into 3x plus 1. These are the factors. This is one factor and this is the another factor for the given quadratic polynomial. Understood, my dear children? Right.